I am so happy that I did not watch trailers before I watched this movie. So straight off the bat, we're introduced to a handful of scientists chilling on the International Space Station, and they are there to study a soil sample that has come back from Mars, and within this soil sample, they find a living organism. That's literally the synopsis of this movie. If I told you anything more, it could potentially ruin it for you, so I'm going to keep this as basic as possible, essentially giving you like breadcrumbs. And the only reason I'm doing this is because that's pretty much about as much information as what I was given when I walked into this movie. And the movie turned out to be so much better the less I knew about it.
Every single cell is simultaneously a muscle cell and a nerve cell and a photoreceptive cell.
So the creature as a whole is, in a very real sense, all muscle, all brain, all eye.
A lot of people have said that the liberties that this movie takes from other really well-known sci-fi or even sci-fi horror movies, that it kind of bogs it down a bit, and I actually disagree with that on so many levels, because not only is the acting really believable, but the special effects, the atmosphere, and everything that happens from beginning, and yes, I will say all the way to the end, for me personally, it had me engaged the whole way. I didn't find there to be any slow parts in it at all, really, save for the beginning, because obviously you have to set up a story and an atmosphere and everything so that you can kind of get an idea as to what you're going to expect as the movie progresses.
Dr. Jordan here is about to break the record for consecutive days in space. 473 straight.
Your mommy must miss you.
She does. But I have family here.
Yeah, the kind that teases him, because his mommy misses him.
Even though there is a bit of a leap in pacing from the first act to the second act, starting the movie at a moderately slow pace, because obviously you want to get to know at least the bare minimum of each character. And even though the character development is not really all that well fleshed out through every character, actually I don't think any of the characters really have any character development at all, it didn't really seem to take away from the experience of the movie for some reason, because you would expect that that would kind of ruin the movie to a certain extent, but I just didn't feel it with this one. I don't know why. And without spoiling anything, I have to say this, holy shit, that fucking ending. I am so happy that the movie ended the way that it did, because so few movies have the balls to do that. So directly, Daniel Espinosa, massive props to you for actually going through with this and executing the ending the way that you did. So considering the special effects, the acting, the pacing, and that real claustrophobic horror suspense element to the movie, I don't think I really have much of a choice to give it anything less than like an 8 out of 10. This movie was really satisfying for me. I found it to be thoroughly entertaining from start to finish.
Are you recording this?
Ready?
And this is your cue if you don't want to know anything more, because I really want to at least go into a little bit of detail about that ending, because goddamn. So if that wasn't obvious enough for you, this is a spoiler alert. Please be aware. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Okay, you've had your warning. Before I go into the ending, I really wanted to praise the fact that they killed off one of the 3 huge names that they were promoting for this film first. Like, they killed him off straight away, Ryan Reynolds. And I was so pleased with that, especially with how they did it.
How do we get him out? We need to get Calvin back. Find Firewall 1 and 1. If he's there, we can pull Rory out.
Fuck this. Permission to fucking kill the thing. Commander.
Kill it.
The suspense throughout that entire scene had me thinking, are they really gonna do this? Like, this is really well put together. Using the flamethrower, and it took me back to so many different movies. And even though it's taking parts and liberties from other movies, I didn't see it to be a bad thing. If anything, I feel like it sort of added something to the movie that really had me go, yes, that's what I want. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's what I wanted to see.
Rory, you auto fuel.
So in the end of the movie, Jake Gyllenhaal and Rebecca Ferguson, they get off the ship, and when they do, it doesn't end out the way that most people would expect it to. The debris that's chilling out in space and everything ends up hitting both of the shuttles, veering them off in two totally different directions as to what they had planned they were going to go in. However, the camera does an excellent job with not letting you be completely clear as to which one is which, and that's where the, you know, excitement of wanting to know what's going to actually happen, who is where, and so on and so forth, that's what really got me. And then when one of the shuttles came and landed on Earth, I was thinking to myself, wait a second, we didn't actually get to see clearly as to which one went out into deep space and which one landed on Earth, and I thought to myself, that better be Jake Gyllenhaal's one in the ocean right there. And sure enough, it fucking was. The alien was on that shuttle, and I was so happy when those Vietnamese dudes came and checked out the shuttle, because this just leaves it open for a sequel. So kudos to you guys. If you guys want me to do a little bit more of an in-depth talk about this film, because I could probably go a lot more into detail about it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. Maybe I'm overpraising it a bit too much. But the point is that if you guys have watched it all the way to the end, then obviously you guys have seen the movie, but what did you guys think of this movie? Leave it in the comment section down below. If you guys haven't subscribed, then please do subscribe, and be sure to check out my Twitter, and if you guys want to support me on Patreon, please do that. All the links will be down in the description box down below, and I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and until next time, peace. Blah, 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 blah.